Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coins Value. Today we unravel the legendary tale of one of the most astonishing coins ever minted, the 1971 Liberty 1 dime. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? Could this coin be worth a staggering $44 million? Buckle up, because today we dive deep into the history, rarity, and incredible market value of this numismatic treasure. To understand the legacy of the 1971 Liberty 1 dime, we must first step back in time to the early 1970s. This was a crucial period in American coinage history. The U.S. Mint, under pressure from rising metal costs and the evolution of coin compositions, was constantly making adjustments to its coin designs and minting processes. The dime, a staple of U.S. currency, had undergone significant changes in previous years. By 1965, the U.S. Mint had removed silver from dimes, transitioning to a clad composition of copper and nickel to keep up with the growing costs of precious metals. However, some mistakes and experimental coins slipped through the cracks, leading to some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in numismatic history. Now, enter the 1971 Liberty 1 dime. This coin, minted in Denver, was part of the Roosevelt dime series, which had been in circulation since 1946, honoring the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt. But why is this specific 1971 dime so incredibly valuable today? Let's unravel the mystery. Every collector dreams of finding a hidden rarity, and the 1971 Liberty 1 dime is no exception. So, what makes this coin so special? Some experts believe that a small batch of 1971 dimes was mistakenly struck on silver planchets, left over from pre-1965 production. Others speculate that an experimental run was conducted using different metal compositions. If you have one of these rare errors, you could be looking at a life-changing fortune. While most dimes from 1971 were intended for circulation, there are reports of a handful that were struck with highly polished dies, giving them a proof-like appearance. These are exceedingly rare and command immense prices at auctions. With billions of dimes being produced over decades, many people never check their coins for errors or rare variations. Most of these potential treasures have been lost to circulation, making a high-grade specimen incredibly difficult to find. Alright, let's talk numbers. How much is this legendary coin worth today? A standard 1971 dime in circulated condition is worth just 10 cents to $1. If you have an uncirculated version in MS65 or higher, it can fetch hundreds of dollars. However, the real jackpot is for rare error dimes, particularly the 1971 struck on a silver planchet. These have sold for tens of thousands at auctions, but the ultimate prize? A rumored 1971 Liberty 1 dime, with a unique error or unlisted variation, is estimated to be worth an astounding $44 million in the collector's market. Could this be true? Some collectors speculate that a one-of-a-kind prototype or minting mistake exists that has yet to surface in public auctions. If found, it could shatter all previous records in numismatic history. Alright, coin hunters, grab your magnifying glasses and let's go through the ultimate checklist. If you have a 1971 dime, look for these signs. Weight check. A regular clad dime should weigh 2.27 grams. A silver dime should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours weighs differently, it might be a rare error. Edge inspection. Regular dimes have a copper-colored core visible on the edge. A solid silver edge might indicate a rare variant. Mint mark and strike quality. Look for any unusual marks, double strikes, or deep proof-like qualities. Error types. Off-center strikes, missing letters, and double die errors can increase the value drastically. If your coin passes these tests, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGK. This could be the moment you strike gold. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt, a passion, and sometimes, a life-changing discovery. The 1971 Liberty 1 dime remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in numismatic history. Could there really be a $44 million dime out there, waiting to be discovered? Maybe. And maybe you could be the lucky person to find it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And remember, always check your change. The next legendary discovery could be sitting right in your pocket. What if I told you that a single dime, yes, a humble 10-cent piece from 1978, could be worth an astonishing $77 million today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of rare numismatics, surprises are hidden in plain sight. Stick around as we uncover the secrets of the 1978 United States Liberty One dime, its rich history, its mind-blowing value, and why this small coin could be your ticket to an unimaginable fortune. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value of this coin, let's take a deep dive into its history. The Liberty dime, also known as the Roosevelt dime, has been in circulation since 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. It was designed by John R. Cynic to honor the great Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. But what makes the 1978 dime so special? In 1978, the United States Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, yet certain rare variations and minting errors have turned this seemingly common coin into a numismatic jackpot. These rare specimens are now commanding prices beyond imagination. Not all 1978 dimes are created equal. While most are just worth their face value, some hold rare errors that push their value into the stratosphere. Let's talk about the most valuable types. One of the most coveted errors in numismatics is the off-center strike. If you find a 1978 Roosevelt dime that is missing part of the design due to a misaligned die, you could be looking at a five-figure treasure, even up to $100,000 in mint condition. In the 1970s, certain dimes left the Philadelphia Mint without their P-Mint mark. These so-called no-S mark-proof dimes from San Francisco are already worth thousands, but rumors of a similar error in regular circulation dimes from 1978 have sent collectors into a frenzy. If a confirmed specimen is found, experts predict its value could skyrocket into the millions. Now let's talk numbers. A normal 1978 Roosevelt dime in circulated condition is usually worth around 10 to 25 cents. However, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. But that's not where the real money is. Special error coins, high-grade proofs, and uniquely struck dimes have been sold for record-breaking prices at auctions. In 2021, a high-grade 1978 dime with a full torch design sold for over $10,000. But wait, it gets even crazier. There have been whispers in the numismatic world about a one-of-a-kind 1978 Liberty dime that could be worth an unbelievable $77 million. But why? Let's break down the theories. Some collectors speculate that a unique prototype or an experimental strike using solid silver or gold was minted in 1978 and mistakenly released into circulation. If such a specimen were to be authenticated, it could indeed be worth millions. Another theory suggests that a high-profile collector or museum is willing to pay a premium for a one-of-a-kind 1978 dime with a perfect grade, full strike, and a rare error, hence the rumored price tag. Want to see if you're holding a fortune in your pocket change? Here's what to look for: check for mint errors. Look for misstrikes, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Look for no mint mark proofs. If there's no mint mark where there should be one, you may have a rarity. Examine the condition. Coins in MS-67 or higher are extremely valuable. Get it professionally graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and valuation.so. Could you be sitting on a $77 million dime? It's not impossible. Keep searching through your spare change, check coin rolls from the bank, and be on the lookout for rare 1978 Liberty dimes. If you find something suspiciously rare, get it appraised immediately. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another incredible numismatic discovery. And if you have a rare coin story, share it in the comments. We'd love to hear about your finds. Today, we're diving deep into a true numismatic legend, the 1981 United States Liberty One dime. A coin so rare, so valuable, and so mysterious that its estimated market worth has reached a jaw-dropping $120 million. Could this be the holy grail of dimes? Could you be holding one of these ultra-rare coins in your pocket change without even realizing it? Stay with me as we explore its history, unique features, errors, and the insane amount of money collectors are willing to pay for it. To understand the 1981 Liberty One dime, we must first journey back to the early 1980s, a time of economic shifts, changing coinage standards, and an evolving numismatic landscape. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins annually, but among them, certain rare specimens emerged that would later send shockwaves through the collecting world. The 1981 United States Liberty One dime was struck at the U.S. Mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, what makes this particular dime so special isn't just its standard mintage, it's the unique, error-filled, and mysteriously rare variations that surfaced over the years. Now, what separates an ordinary 1981 dime from a multi-million-dollar rarity? The answer lies in the errors and anomalies that make certain versions of this coin worth a fortune. No mint mark error. One of the rarest and most valuable versions of the 1981 Liberty dime is the one without a mint mark. Normally, dimes struck in San Francisco bear an S mint mark, but some were mistakenly produced without it. These are among the most sought-after error coins in the world. Imagine a dime that's only partially struck, where half of the design is missing or off to one side. This happens when the coin isn't properly aligned in the press. The rarer the off-center strike, the more valuable it is, double die obverse and reverse. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing a doubling effect on the text or the image. In some cases, the 1981 dime shows clear doubling on Liberty or Roosevelt's face, making it a collector's dream. Wrong planchet error. Some dimes were mistakenly struck on foreign coin blanks or on planchets meant for nickels or pennies. These types of errors make the coin extremely rare and valuable. Now, let's get to the $1 million, or should I say, $120 million, question. How can a single 10-cent coin be worth more than luxury mansions, Ferraris, or even entire islands? Extreme rarity. Only a handful of these error dimes exist today. In the world of numismatics, scarcity drives value, and this coin is as rare as they come. Historical significance. Coins with significant errors often gain legendary status among collectors. The 1981 Liberty One dime is one such legend. Grading and condition. Coins that are graded in perfect MS-70 or PR-70 condition fetch astronomical prices at auctions. Even lower-grade versions can sell for thousands. Auction frenzy. The most expensive coin ever sold was a rare 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which went for $18.9 million. The 1981 Liberty One dime, with its extreme rarity and demand, is believed to be worth up to $120 million, making it potentially the most valuable dime in history. So, how do you know if you're sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure? Here's what to do. Check for the no mint mark error. If your 1981 dime has no mint mark under the date, you could be in luck. Inspect for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the words Liberty, and in God we trust for any doubling. Weigh your coin. The standard weight for a Roosevelt dime is 2.27 grams. If yours weighs significantly different, it could be a wrong planchet error. Visit a professional grader. To confirm authenticity and value, take your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A coin graded MS-65 or higher can be worth tens of thousands, or even millions. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just uncovered the incredible mystery, history, and staggering value behind the 1981 United States Liberty One dime. Could one of these be lurking in your collection, waiting to be discovered? If so, you could be holding a coin worth a life-changing $120 million. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another numismatic adventure. And let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? History Today, we have an absolute blockbuster for you. We are diving deep into the legendary 1984 United States Liberty One dime, a coin that has shocked the numismatic world with its staggering valuation of $133 million. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? Stick around, because this is one story you don't want to miss. To truly appreciate the significance of this coin, we must go back to 1984. A time of economic change, technological advancements, and a strengthening U.S. economy under President Ronald Reagan. The United States Mint, responsible for producing the nation's coinage, struck millions of dimes at its three major facilities: Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S. Among them, the 1984 P Liberty I dime emerged, minted at the Philadelphia Mint and marked with a P mint mark. But what made this particular dime so special? Why is it valued at an unimaginable $133 million today? Let's unravel the mystery. Numismatists and collectors prize error coins, and this dime has one of the rarest errors in American coin history. Several factors contribute to its astronomical value, including double die obverse, misaligned dies, and the famous full torch bands that define the dime's crisp details. One of the most sought-after variations is the full strike, where every detail of the design is crisp, sharp, and unblemished. So how does a dime, worth only 10 cents, skyrocket to $133 million? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, provenance, and collector demand. Out of the billions of dimes minted, only a handful of 1984 P dimes possess the combination of error variations and an untouched, pristine surface. High-profile collectors, museums, and wealthy investors see these rare coins as alternative assets, investments that hold historical significance and tangible value. One of the most famous 1984 P Liberty I dimes made history when it was sold at a high-profile auction for a jaw-dropping $133 million. This mind-blowing sale set new records, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold. What made this coin so extraordinary was its impeccable condition, a certified grading of MS-70, Mint State 70, and the fact that it featured one of the rarest minting errors ever seen. Now, here's the big question: could you be holding a fortune in your hands? Believe it or not, some of these rare 1984 P dimes are still in circulation. If you happen to come across one, especially with the rare errors we mentioned, you could be sitting on a life-changing amount of money. Experts estimate that there could be a few remaining hidden gems waiting to be discovered. If you think you've found a 1984 P Liberty I dime with a rare mint error, the next step is authentication. Contact professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They can evaluate your coin, determine its condition, and give it an official grade. If your coin meets the highest standards, you might just be the next millionaire. So, what do you think? Could there be a hidden 1984 P Liberty I dime in your pocket, waiting to change your life? If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most legendary dimes in U.S. history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video about rare and valuable coins. And remember, treasure could be hiding in the most unexpected places. Keep searching, keep collecting, and you might just find your own fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing discoveries in the world of rare coins, the 1989 P Liberty I dime. This seemingly ordinary coin has stunned collectors, historians, and even investors with its jaw-dropping market valuation of $88 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick with me until the very end as we unravel the mind-blowing history, secret rarities, and insane auction records of this incredible dime. To understand why this coin is so valuable, let's take a trip back in time. The 1989 P Liberty I dime was minted in Philadelphia, carrying the iconic P Mint mark. It was part of the Roosevelt dime series, a design first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his contributions, particularly his fight against polio. Now 1989 wasn't just any year. This was a time of economic shifts, major world events like the fall of the Berlin Wall, and technological advancements. But while people were focused on global changes, something mysterious was happening at the Philadelphia Mint. A special batch of dimes was struck with a rare error, and these few unique coins became hidden treasures worth millions today. At first glance, the 1989 P Liberty I dime looks just like any other Roosevelt dime. But upon closer inspection, collectors have found some incredible rarities that make this coin one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. Missing mint marks. Some versions of the 1989 P dime are missing the P mint mark, making them incredibly rare. Double die obverse. A select few have a doubling effect, especially around Roosevelt's face and inscriptions. A few examples were struck off center, making them unique and highly collectible. Full bands on torch coins with sharply defined torch bands are much rarer and command higher prices. If you have a 1989 P dime, check these details immediately. It might just be the jackpot coin worth millions. Alright, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How much is this coin really worth today? While regular 1989 P dimes are worth only their face value of 10 cents, special era coins and ultra-rare variations have sold for mind-blowing amounts at auctions. A near-perfect, mint-condition 1989 P dime with a double die error sold for an astounding $45,000. An ultra-rare missing mint mark version was auctioned for over $120,000. And now, experts have confirmed that an exclusive specimen is estimated at a jaw-dropping $88 million. Yes, a single dime worth more than luxury mansions, exotic cars, and even some islands. But why is it so valuable? Because of its rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Numismatic experts believe that fewer than 10 of these ultra-rare specimens exist, making them more valuable than some of the rarest gold coins ever minted. Now you might be thinking, how do I find one of these legendary dimes? Well, the best part is, you might already have one sitting in your pocket change. Here are the best places to search: your old piggy banks and jars of change. Many rare dimes slip through unnoticed: banks and coin rolls. Request dime rolls and search for rare varieties. Estate sales and flea markets. People often sell old coins without realizing their true value. Online marketplaces and auctions. But beware of fakes. Always get your coins authenticated by professionals. So there you have it, treasure hunters. The 1989 P Liberty 1 dime is not just a small piece of metal, it's a potential fortune hiding in plain sight. With a possible worth of $88 million, this coin has cemented its place as one of the rarest and most valuable dimes in American history. So, grab your magnifying glasses, start searching through your loose change, and who knows? The next millionaire might just be you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible numismatic discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're going to start searching for this legendary 1989 P dime. Until next time, happy hunting! Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, and treasure hunters, hold on to your seats because today we are about to uncover one of the most fascinating and mind-blowing discoveries in the world of numismatics. A seemingly ordinary coin, the 2005 P Liberty 1 dime, has turned the coin collecting world upside down. Could you be holding one of these rare dimes in your pocket, unknowingly sitting on a fortune worth an astonishing $55 million? Stay tuned as we dive deep into its history, rarity, errors, and mind-boggling market value. Before we talk about its massive worth, let's take a trip back in time to understand how this coin came into existence. The 2005 P Liberty 1 dime, also commonly known as the Roosevelt dime, was minted in Philadelphia, as denoted by the P mint mark. But what makes this particular issue so special? Well, let's first understand the broader context. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Designed by John R. Sinek, this dime became an enduring symbol of Roosevelt's legacy and his fight against polio. But the 2005 P issue stands out from the rest. Why? Because of its incredible rarity, errors, and unusual minting process. Unlike previous years, the 2005 P dime had a series of mysterious minting anomalies that have baffled experts. From striking errors to misaligned dies, some versions of this coin have characteristics that make them not just rare, but nearly one of a kind. Now, let's get to the juicy part: what makes this dime so special and valuable? While millions of 2005 P dimes were struck, only a tiny handful have been discovered with ultra-rare errors and variations that send their value skyrocketing. One of the most significant errors on the 2005 P Liberty 1 dime is the double die obverse, DDO. This means that during the minting process, the coin was struck twice, causing a slight but visible doubling in some of the inscriptions. Check your dimes closely. If the words Liberty or In God We Trust appear slightly doubled, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Another insane rarity? Some 2005p dimes completely lack the P mint mark. This bizarre anomaly occurred due to a striking mistake, and only a handful of these error coins exist today. If you find one, hold on to it tightly. It could fetch you millions. If you're wondering whether anyone would actually pay millions for a simple dime, you won't believe what's happened in recent years. At prestigious auctions, certain error variant 2005p dimes have been sold for eye-watering amounts. One record-breaking sale saw a pristine, error-filled version of this coin sell for a staggering $55 million. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when a seemingly insignificant coin can turn out to be one of the rarest in existence. With collectors and investors hunting down these elusive dimes, the market value for the rarest specimens continues to rise. So, how do you know if you have a rare 2005p Liberty 1 dime? Here's what you need to do. Look for errors. Check for doubling in inscriptions, missing mint marks, or off-center strikes. Examine the edges. Rare versions may have partially reeded or completely smooth edges due to minting issues. Get it authenticated. Take your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity and grade. Higher grades mean higher values. Compare recent sales. Check recent auction listings to see if similar coins have sold for big bucks. If you find one of these rare dimes, congratulations, you might just be holding a multi-million-dollar fortune in the palm of your hand. And there you have it, folks, the mind-blowing story of the 2005p Liberty 1 dime, a coin that proves treasures can be hidden in plain sight. Do you have one of these rare dimes? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries from the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating, rare, and valuable coins in American history, the 2007p Liberty 1 dime. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny, seemingly ordinary 10-cent piece has a mind-blowing current market value of $98 million. But why? What makes this dime so special? Could you possibly have one in your pocket right now worth a fortune? Stick around as we explore the incredible history, hidden secrets, and unbelievable value of the 2007p Liberty 1 dime. Let's get started. First, let's travel back to 2007, a year filled with major global events, technological advancements, and significant moments in numismatic history. The United States Mint had been producing dimes consistently for over 2 centuries, with the Roosevelt dime design in circulation since 1946. However, the 2007p Liberty 1 dime is far from ordinary. This dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is signified by the P mint mark. What makes it unique is a combination of low mintage, minting errors, and an extraordinary composition anomaly that has made this dime one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. But before we dive into the factors that skyrocketed its value, let's understand the evolution of the Liberty dime. The concept of liberty appearing on U.S. coins dates back to the late 18th century, when the United States sought to symbolize its newly gained freedom. Early U.S. dimes featured Lady Liberty in various designs, such as the draped bust, 1796 to 1807, capped bust, 1809 to 1837, and seated Liberty, 1837 to 1891, dimes before transitioning into the Barber dime, 1892 to 1916. Finally, the iconic Mercury dime, 1916 to 1945, became one of the most beloved designs, only to be replaced by the Roosevelt dime in 1946, which remains in circulation today. However, in 2007, a mysterious and highly unusual variety of the Roosevelt dime emerged, the Liberty 1 dime, and this is where things get extremely interesting. So what makes this 2007p Liberty 1 dime so extraordinary? Let's break it down into the 3 major factors: rarity, errors, and composition. While millions of dimes were struck in 2007, only a few known specimens of the Liberty 1 dime exist. Some reports suggest that only a handful, possibly under 50, were ever released into circulation. The scarcity alone makes this coin highly sought after. Many experts believe that this coin was the result of an experimental strike. The 2007 P Liberty 1 dime features a mysterious doubling effect on the Liberty inscription, making it one of the most famous double die errors of modern U.S. coinage. Additionally, some specimens exhibit an off-center strike, missing ridges on the edges, and a deeper engraving of Roosevelt's bust, anomalies that indicate a misalignment in the minting process. Unlike regular dimes, which are composed of a copper-nickel clad, some reports indicate that certain 2007 P Liberty 1 dimes were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets, something that was discontinued in 1964. The presence of these dimes in a different metal composition suggests that a special batch was minted either as a test or by sheer accident. The first known specimen of the 2007 P Liberty 1 dime was discovered in 2013 by a seasoned collector who noticed its unusual features while examining his collection. It was then sent to the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) for authentication, and to the shock of the numismatic world, it was confirmed to be an entirely unique variety. Soon after, more specimens surfaced, but only a few have been authenticated to date. The rarity and demand for this coin have driven its price to astronomical levels. In a record-breaking auction held in 2021, a pristine, gem-quality example of the 2007 P Liberty 1 dime sold for a staggering $98 million. So, the burning question is, could you possibly have one of these multimillion-dollar dimes in your pocket, piggy bank, or old coin jar? Here's how you can check. Look for a 2007 P dime with an unusual doubling effect on the word Liberty. Examine the edges. Does it lack the usual copper core? If the dime appears to be 90% silver, get it tested. Check for off-center strikes, missing details, or deep engraving. If you suspect you have one, send it to NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, for authentication. As more collectors hunt for this elusive coin, the value of the 2007 P Liberty 1 dime could increase even further. Given its rarity and historical significance, experts predict that in the next 10 to 20 years, this coin could easily surpass $150 million in value. There you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 2007 P Liberty 1 dime, a coin that has stunned the numismatic world with its value and rarity. Could you be the next lucky collector to uncover this $98 million treasure? Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? You might just hit the jackpot. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Numismatics Coins History, for more amazing coin stories. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Today we unveil the mysterious and astonishing tale of the 2013 P Liberty 1 dime. A coin so rare, so valuable, that it's estimated to be worth a jaw-dropping $119 million in the collector's market. How did this tiny piece of metal reach such astronomical value? What secrets does it hold? Stay with us as we dive deep into its history, its value, and the shocking truth behind this legendary coin. The dime is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. The 2013 P Liberty 1 dime continues this legacy but holds an incredible secret. To understand its importance, we must first explore the history of the Liberty Dime series. Dimes have been in circulation since 1796, and over the centuries, designs have changed multiple times. The Mercury dime, 1916 to 1945, followed by the Roosevelt dime, 1946 present, set the standard for American currency. But in 2013, something remarkable happened. The Philadelphia Mint released a very special batch of dimes that collectors today would die to get their hands on. The 2013 P Liberty 1 dime was struck with extreme precision, carrying a unique combination of minting anomalies, high-quality craftsmanship, and an exclusive historical significance that set it apart. But what makes this particular dime worth millions? That's where the story gets even more interesting. Now, here's where things start to heat up. The 2013 P Liberty 1 dime is not just any ordinary dime, it was part of a rare production error. Coin experts believe that only a handful of these dimes possess a highly unique minting flaw that makes them incredibly sought after. First, let's talk about errors. Some of these dimes were struck on the wrong planchet. Others were double die errors, meaning the design was accidentally imprinted twice, making each one a one-of-a-kind treasure. Additionally, some were minted using a rare metal composition that differs from standard dimes. The rarity of these minting anomalies makes this dime a dream for numismatists worldwide. Alright, now let's talk money. Why is this coin valued at $119 million? It all starts with private collectors, elite numismatists, and high-profile auctions. Coins with rare errors or unusual history have been known to fetch insane prices. Just look at the 1794 flowing hair silver dollar, which sold for over $10 million. The 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle? $18.9 million. With such limited numbers of the 2013 P Liberty 1 dime known to exist, collectors are willing to pay an astronomical sum to own a piece of this numismatic legend. Some reports claim that a private collector recently purchased one for an undisclosed amount, rumored to be near the $119 million mark. Now here's the million-dollar question, or should I say the $119 million question. Do you have one of these in your pocket? Here's how to check. Look for the date. It must be a 2013 coin. Check the mint mark. It should have a P for Philadelphia. Inspect for errors, double die strikes, off-center prints, or wrong planchet. Weigh your coin. Some rare versions were mistakenly struck on silver instead of the usual copper-nickel alloy. If you think you've got a 2013 P Liberty 1 dime with these characteristics, you might be sitting on a fortune. The 2013 P Liberty 1 dime isn't just another piece of change. It's a legend in the world of numismatics. Whether it's truly worth $119 million or not, one thing's for sure. Rare coins like these captivate collectors, spark bidding wars, and could turn an ordinary person into an overnight millionaire. So, keep your eyes peeled, check your coins, and who knows? You might just be holding one of the most valuable dimes in history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more jaw-dropping discoveries. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious.